Hi everyone, I'm Gautam aka the Seeker of Wisdom. I'm a manifestation coach, and in this video we're going to be talking about something that I feel very inspired to share. Now before I do so, I'd like to remind you guys I am available for coaching, so I offer hourly, monthly, email and DM coaching. The link will be in the description down below for an FAQ page where you guys will have all the answers you need, and thereafter you guys can reach out to me via Instagram or email for pricing information and to figure out what plans may be suitable for you. I also have a Facebook group where I upload resources from time to time, as well as you guys can ask me questions anonymously if you wish to do so. Just make sure to answer the 2 questions and agree to the group rules, otherwise my moderators will decline you with feedback asking you to do the exact same thing, so save yourself some time there. I also have a mailing list where I post articles from time to time, as well as my latest offers for coaching. And last but not least, I also have a Manifestor SP course, which goes into detail and breaks everything down as to how do you go about, with manifesting your SP and what it entails. I really break things down. I go into like things like, okay, what does every acronym mean, like frequently asked questions, and it comes with videos, worksheets, and you will get quizzed in certain modules as well. So there's that. So all the information will be in the description as well. If you guys have any questions about anything, just go ahead and drop me an email, or shoot me a DM on Instagram as well, and I'll be more than happy to share and clarify any doubts you guys may have. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get to it, guys. um, what prompted this video really was, like, I had this sudden urge to really talk about this, and I felt like, maybe some of you may need to hear this, right? So like, and really what I wanted to talk about was normalizing success in all of our lives, and like desensitizing to the idea of success, basically like making it a norm and not putting it on the pedestal, right? When it comes to things like SP or money or whatsoever, right? Like people always like talk about it as though it's a rarity, right? Oh my god, my SP just texted me. Oh my god, I just got this amount of money, and so on. And I feel like the thing that really kind of separates a master manifestor from a beginner is, the frequency in which the events happen, right? Whether it's movement, or whether it's the actual result itself and how quick it happens, right? These are things that really differs from a master manifestor and a beginner. And even if you are someone who's into manifesting, and if you're not kind of hitting your personal milestones, this video is for you as well, and how to really go about it, right? And I feel like part of the reason why people sometimes may kind of like fall short of manifesting whatever they desire, or like part of the reason I feel like why people's desires may take a while to manifest is because they don't normalize success in their mind, right? Somewhere this is still a rarity for them, somewhere this is still like a once in a lifetime thing. And what it does is that subconsciously it makes it way harder for them than it must be, right? They feel like, okay, I have to go through a certain number of time, a certain process, and I have to go through certain lessons in order for me to get here, to my desire, right? Like they feel like they have to cross a mountain of sorts to get to where they want to, and the truth is there's no mountain unless you say so, right? And that's always the kind of like philosophy I take. And like, so we need to like start normalizing success in our lives, basically, right? And the way you do that in the beginning is by thinking about all the times, right, where you had success, and celebrating all those moments right now, right? And it can be related to manifesting, or not, like that doesn't really matter. But you have to start like desensitizing yourself with regards to success, basically. So that's really important. The other thing is, think about all the successful manifestations, right? Like make a list. Okay, I manifested X, Y, and Z. And it can be as simple as, okay, I manifested a cup of coffee or an ice cream, I saw a specific colored car. Write them down, right? Because this shows that you're not an alien with regards to manifesting, right? Like you can manifest things, right? It's not different. And I always say, like, if you can manifest a penny, you can manifest $1 million, right? If you can manifest a text or SP from a call from your SP, sorry, you can manifest your SP. Like, if you can do one thing, it's the same for everything, right? The only thing that's different there is you thinking otherwise, right? And that comes down to our programming since childhood and so on and so forth, right? But to the universe, to your higher self, to the genie that's within you, it's all the same. It's all the same, right? So, like when you see that list of your successful manifestations, I want you to see it as, okay, if I can do, you know, these things, if I can manifest all these things here, of course I can manifest my desire. Like, why is it any different, right? Because it's all the same, right? So start desensitizing, and also, like, bring it down from the pedestal, your desires, right? It's treated like it's an absolute normal thing, right? Oh yes, this is absolutely normal. This is not some rare event, or this isn't, something that I have to put pressure on, basically, right? This is normal for me to have. This is my birthright, and, like, of course this is mine. Like, why wouldn't it be? And, like, really kind of dwelling in that desire and really kind of desensitizing it to yourself. And that's where, like, repetition really comes into play, right? You can use, like, visualizing, for example. Experience that, scene over and over and over again, and kind of like desensitize yourself towards that, right? If it's a phone call from your SP, like, keep seeing that scene in your mind until it becomes the norm for you, right? And affirmations can aid you in this as well. Like, do this, and you will start desensitizing yourself. If you're in a no contact situation with your SP, for example, do your inner conversations over and over and over again. Talk about things, how your day went, what are your favorite hobbies, etc., right? Start desensitizing yourself, start normalizing this whole process. Every time you do a technique, it's like you're priming your mind for success, right, with regards to your desire. So, whatever is it that you're doing, right, like, normalize it in your mind, and that's really the key here, right? And what happens when you normalize things is that, one, you bring it down from the pedestal, right? You feel like anyone else can do this as well, because, if you have achieved everything, and this is no different, and you really make it like normal, right? Like, it's not something that's high up on a pedestal that you can't achieve it for some reason, right? So you kind of remove that feeling away, and you are really, and one point, you are, detaching yourself due to, saturation of, of the desire fulfilled in your mind due to the repetition of your techniques, and also because you come to a point where either way you're good with it, right? Like, either way, whether or not it happens, you become, like, okay with the outcome. You are satisfied with either or, basically. And that also helps you to kind of, like, desensitize the whole thing, and kind of, like, just remove yourself, detach yourself from this whole process. And what these things allow you to do when you normalize success, when you kind of desensitize yourself and kind of remove yourself from this equation, is you get to enjoy life, right? And that's one important thing too. When you normalize these things, right, when, let's say, if somebody is manifesting money, and when they are getting that exact same amount of money every single day or every single month, what happens is that they then focus on other things, right? And I encourage you, as a conscious creator, to go out there and enjoy your life, do things, and that is going to help you a lot here. Like, go and enjoy your life, and normalizing success allows you to do that, right? And that's really priceless, because I've seen people waste years, right? Like, when it comes to just like, manifesting their desires, because they are so into manifesting, they don't do anything else but watch manifestation content as well. I've been there as well at one point in my life, but the thing is that you have to realize that you're never going to be this young ever again, regardless of how old you are right now, right? And so go out there and enjoy your lives, make the most out of it, right? And normalize this, right? One thing that I will encourage you guys to do is to saturate your mind even with, like, content that you guys are watching, right? If, let's say, you're manifesting a mansion or something, go and watch a ton of mansion videos, right? Desensitize yourself to it. If you are into luxury cars, for example, if you want to manifest it, go and watch videos and documentaries of people who are driving and owning some of those things. What this does is to prime your mind for success, desensitize it, and you're not putting things on a pedestal, and it becomes the norm for you in your mind, right? When you think, oh yeah, of course, this is the way it should be, right? Somewhere in your mind you will start to think that, even without you realizing. That's when you know that you have, like, normalized it in your mind, that you have desensitized yourself successfully with regards to your desire. That's when you will know, right? If, for example, when it comes to SP, right, if you're looking at it from a place of longingness, for example, if you see a couple in a movie or like a TV show or something like that, and you are, like, thinking, oh, when will this ever happen to me? I wonder if this will ever come to pass for me, for example. You're not there yet, right? So keep going with your technique, saturate your mind until you can't think otherwise, basically, right? And again, when your default thought is, of course, this is the norm for me, right? That's when you know that you have reached that kind of point. At least that's been the case for me, really. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with you guys. So we've come to this end of this video. Be sure to drop a like and a comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this, and if you guys have any questions and so on. Also, hit the bell notification so that you guys will know when I upload a new video. And last but not least, of course, subscribe, guys, as it goes a long way. We are quite close to 1,000 subscribers. You guys have been really, really supportive, and I couldn't be more thankful for all of you. Every time when I post a video, there's like a ton of people like messaging me, in my Instagram, or even sending me emails like, hey, your video is really good, we really enjoyed it, don't stop, and things like that. And it really makes my day. Honestly, it really makes my day. For someone who's doing this full time right now, as a content creator, like everyone, who sends me all these kinds of loving messages, you guys make my day, and thank you all for the feedback. And if you guys have any suggestions, like making certain videos and everything, drop it in my suggestions, Google Docs, Google Forms page. Link is in the description as well. Helps me to keep track of things, basically. So some of these videos that I'm making are based off of your suggestions, actually. So put it there. It's easier for me to track because I am active on 3 platforms, and I'm also expanding into other platforms as well, so it's a little hard for me to track a lot of these things, guys. So yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and happy manifesting. Peace.